Hello everyone, DonTheCrown here. I just want to talk real quick about my Steel Scale build. You know what my plans are for League Start. Yeah, I do intend to still play the Steel Skills this upcoming league. I think it's going to be totally fine, and it's still very, very strong. I mean, in previous leagues, we're literally doing tier 16s with a Delirium Orb, with just life gear and an OK amulet, and a Terminus Est, and a 6 link. And that's it for damage. Like, so no damage at all, pretty much coming from our gear besides an amulet giving us some crit multi. So I think it'll probably be fine. But let's look at the POB here real quick. And so as you can see here, the damage has gone down about almost 40% or so, maybe closer to 50% damage. And yes, we still have the Dying Sun, Lord of Steel, Dying Sun, Bottle of Faith setup, but we're maybe going to make some different changes to the skill gem setup. Now, I'll have to go through and figure out what's going to be best moment to moment as we level up, but I do notice right away that the mana cost is pretty high. I believe we only have this as a minus cost. We don't have minus cost on our body armor at this point. And so 61 mana cost is kind of brutal, especially when right now in this I only had 107 unreserved mana, so might need to either have less auras on or just in general figure some way to get the cost way down, like maybe using Praxis a lot earlier, maybe even 2 Praxises early and get like life and res other places. It's going to be maybe a little bit difficult, but that said, you don't necessarily even need a 6 link right away, and that would help mitigate a lot of the issues with the mana cost. Like being on a 5 link can be not too bad. Now let's talk about the support gems. Now as I was kind of going through these, kind of just looking over them and seeing which ones are giving good damage, I noticed right away that Maime's only, like if I take it off, it's, you know, I'm going down to 35 here. If I take off this, I'm going down to 30. Take off this, I'm going down to 29. Take off this, 33. So Impale support is looking a little bit weaker than it has in the past. Impale support is typically extremely good. And Brutality is taking me down 29. So it looks like we might even want to replace Impale support and Maim, which is pretty strange. But if we look at this, you can see that critical strikes and critical damage are actually putting us a little bit higher here, I think. Overall, I'm gonna double check. 48. Actually, no, that doesn't work. Oh yeah, that definitely works. Definitely more damage with increased critical strikes and damage. And I think it's mostly because we didn't really stack a whole bunch of critical strikes on the original tree compared to maybe some other things. Oh, I needed to convert this. Okay, so there is some crit that we can pick up. Like we can pick up these nodes here. These would probably be quite massive for us. I don't think that we're taking, we can't take that. That's melee crit. And so probably want to end up start picking up these. This is probably gonna be a lot more valuable in the future, especially compared to some other stuff in the tree, but definitely still going with this particular tree, maybe even looking into doing some clusters. There's a lot of things that are going to be changed. I think that we're probably going to be dropping though Impale and Maim and going with the double crit setup, and then probably switching out the skill tree to drop maybe these 3 and going over here and getting this and probably dropping a piece of life. And that way we still get a lot of impale chance. This is going to bring us to a total of 97% chance to impale. I think that's good enough. So you're still going to be using Dread Banner. Maybe get some sort of aura effect or something. Maybe just work stuff in general. But for the most part, you have to remember that this particular setup was with absolute garbage damage gear. Yes, we have a hat enchant here, but then besides that, no damage, no damage, no damage. Amulet had damage, no damage, no damage. And so, and Roslatha's Coil is obviously really, really good, but all of these rare items can get, you know, some more value to them. So for example, like your hat, you can get some fortify effect on there. Your body armor obviously is a great place to get a lot of damage. You're probably going to want Warlord's minus cost this league, since that minus 15 is going to help you out a lot. You probably want minus cost on all your rings and amulet, but also getting the +2 chance to crit. Awaken mod could be really, really good. there. The gloves can get a chance to impale, which might be nice. You can also get flat fizz, even attack speed is not bad. Boots obviously can get tailwind. Could be good. Our rings, not very nice looking either. This one was one I actually picked up while leveling last league, and so hopefully I get lucky like that again. And I don't even think my jewels were anything really to write home about. And yeah, like just double crit multi-life here with Hinder. This did have a Watcher's Eye, obviously with two impales, but you know, that's not super duper crazy to get in your first week or month of the league. And so I think overall that the build definitely survives all the nerfs. I did have this nice crit multi amulet that had life and the life gain on hit, which was kind of okay, but it's not anything like super crazy. Like you can buy this type of thing on the first day of the league. It's not like double influenced or anything nuts. And of course the anointment on here is a little bit expensive, but if you just go here to anoint whenever you bring in your POB, sort by total DPS, you can see that, hey, well, tenacity is double gold. You can have ambidexterity, which is amber as your black. Don't do panopticon ever. You could do twin terrors here. And so these are a lot cheaper options. You lose very little damage. You can do true strike. So overall, I think that this build is going to be pretty solid. I still intend to play it and check it out this league. I have been playing a lot of New World lately. A lot of people have been asking about that. I'm kind of indirectly involved in the Battle for New World, which is a big event that's going on with a whole bunch of different streamers. And it's been kind of fun playing with that and kind of see all the changes with PoE. I'm a little bit concerned about how flasks are going to feel this particular league and how fun it's going to be. The league mechanic itself doesn't really grab me right off the bat, but we'll have to check it out and see how it feels, to see how the flask change feel. It could possibly be really nice not having to spam your flasks all the time and like hurt your hand, but it could also just feel really, really bad. We'll just see how it goes. I'm sure that GGG is going to take a lot of feedback to the changes that they made in this league and hopefully figure out something that's going to work to make everybody happy. And yeah, that's pretty much it. In terms of changes to the POB, I know I've been asked this a million times. We're kind of just figure out what's going to work well. I've kind of showed some things in this video. So if you skip to the end, maybe to go back through kind of like what I've thought about a little bit. But generally what we're going to do is just go with a normal tree and then figure out which passive points are the weakest and what are some new good options for us to pick up. Obviously getting more crit is really, really nice. Since we still plan to use Paradoxica and Savior, we can't really do like a hits can't be evaded, or we're using the blind, timeless jewel that everybody has been talking about with this particular league. And we'll see how it goes. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be starting off with Steel Skills, and we'll see you soon. And I'm also going to probably be weaving in a little bit of New World because it's been a lot of fun over there. So come by the stream.